Hello, my name is Georgina, and I will be talking to you about the incidence and prevalence of coronary artery disease and myocardial infarction. According to Huether, S.E., and McCants, K.L., coronary artery disease affects 6.5% of people in the United States and 122,000 deaths each year due to myocardial infarction. On a positive note, incidence and mortality statistics for coronary artery disease have decreased over the past 15 years due to the more aggressive recognition and prevention and treatments. So the more we know about coronary artery disease, the more we can actually treat it and be more effective. Recent studies have concluded that dyslipidemia, which is abnormal concentrations of serum lipoproteins, leading to coronary artery disease, occurs in half of the United States population, especially in the Asian and white population, meaning that genetic and dietary combination of factors contribute to dyslipidemia. It is estimated that 65% of the adult population in the United States is overweight, obese, and an estimated 47 million U.S. residents have combination of obesity, dyslipidemia, hypertension, and an insulin resistance called all that combination is called metabolic syndrome, which is associated with high risk of coronary artery disease. I also found more information regarding myocardial infarction incidence and prevalence, and it's estimated an incidence rate of all in hospitalized myocardial infarctions in the U.S. population between 2000 and 2011 meant that in 2000, there was about an estimated incidence of MI, about 843 cases. Hospitalized were 472. As we move on to 2002, 2003, 998 incidents occurred, 559 were hospitalized. 2004, 2005, it went down, 546 cases of MI, and in hospitalized were 306. Along the years, as we see 498 cases of MI, to 2008, 2009, we have 543 cases, and 2010, 2011, we had about 678 cases. Well, we can see here that it was low, it's been high and low. Mainly the lowest years were between 2004, it goes up a little bit in 2008, and then it went a little bit higher up again in 2010. But this means it's really all over the place. 56% of all myocardial infarctions will be hospitalized based on the assumption that 30% of the myocardial infarctions events are fatal. Otherwise, something higher, you most likely will be hospitalized if it's more severe. 20% of the myocardial infarctions are silent, so there's really no hospitalization. So these can be the cases like diabetes. Diabetes patients won't necessarily feel. So in other words, like if they don't feel it, you probably won't get hospitalized. But it's very important if you have coronary artery disease or anything or diabetes is to be checking yourself constantly. Overall, the incidence of myocardial infarction, it just equal to 843 minus 32 yearly. Incidence of hospitalized myocardial infarction is equal to 540 minus 18 in the year 2000.